why would I think it would be this bad? I mean, I knew it would be bad. I'm not trying to say I didn't know. I mean, I knew it would be bad. But there's no way I thought like it would be, that bad. Like it's just it yeah. Um, if you thought She-Hulk was cringy, Velma says, "Hold my beer." If you thought that the things that would happen, Rings of Power and places like that, the meaning of men, you know, hold my beer. I kid you not. This show is obviously Mindy Kaling is doing like a self insert as Velma. I don't know why Scooby-Doo for adults, but such cowardice. There's such cowards over there that they would hold up short of making it actually like a radar or going all the way. That's what they want to do. They really want to go full on with the profanity and the sex and the nudity, because they go all the way right there and then they stop. They go right to the edge is what they do. They just don't go all the way. I don't know why, but if you're going to do it, just put mature, keep kids off of it, and let everybody know that's just what it is. Like, this is what all these companies hope won't happen to their IP if they go in the public domain. That the horror version of Winnie the Pooh, which comes out on Fathom Events in a few weeks or whatever, they don't want that to happen in IP. This is what happens. If you just wait long enough, they'll just do this for you, right? And I kid you not, it starts off. This is the opening sequence, like in the first few sentences involve, like all origin stories, are usually about handsome guys getting more power, or hey, what made that hot chick go crazy? No, it was me who put this gang together, not Fred and his weird sex fan. Yeah, his weird sex fan. Yeah, this is my story told my way, and it starts with a murder, biatch. Scooby-Doo. Yeah, there's no Scooby-Doo. By the way, for any of you weren't, there's no dog. There's no dog. Everyone is race swapped except for Fred. So she's Indian. Shaggy's only called Dorville. He's not Shaggy. He's black. He's black Shags, but he's called Norville. And Daphne is Asian. Okay. They cut to a locker room sequence where this is what you saw in some of the teaser footage was, girl is Daphne, this school sucks, blah, blah, blah. Two cockroaches are literally humping on each other. The show starts. Locker room sequence we saw where basically they have suds that cover all their thing. They talk about how pilot episodes have a lot of nudity and sex and whatever, and they start into a fight about Riverdale, blah, blah, blah. And people love it when white people play Jesus. So as an Asian girl, I think it's time to go a different way, and Velma attacks her, and then there's a scene where Brenda falls out dead with her head cut open. There's no brains. There you go. And Velma's wanted for murder. She has like a day to figure out that she's innocent. The cops that are interrogating her are two lesbian moms of Daphne. Jane Lynch and Wanda Sykes play the cops, which are incompetent cops who basically asked Velma for help. Kid you not. And mine is, I thought lesbians were good at solving crimes. It's like the one positive stereotypes perpetuated by cop shows. I know what you're saying. I know, Twitter. I know what you're saying. This show isn't for you, Pops. And my answer is, who is it for? It's not for kids. Is it for Mindy? Because I got a feeling it's for Mindy and her friend Charlie who wrote this. That's what I think. When Fred comes on the scene, he nearly knocks her down. And so you cheat off me in Spanish. You don't know me. He doesn't know it because I have a disease. Anyway, her first line is, you cheat off me in Spanish class because you think I'm Mexican. And he says, I have a disease where I can't recognize people who are not hot. It's kind of like sickle cell for rich guys. I told you it was bad. It's so insane. And then when Daphne shows up and she and Fred are there kissing, you hear his zipper come down and then he kind of pushes her away or whatever, right? We're literally going for that. That's what we're doing, right? Um, then when we meet Velma's parents, this dad, well, the mom has disappeared. This is the backstory with she has these hallucinations and there's association with her solving mysteries or not. She has these panic attacks. This is what's happening, whatever. Dad has knocked up a waitress while mom went missing. Total Family Guy moment here. And that there's a joke like Velma's mean to her about not being able, calls her the B word, talk how she can't use hashtags, and then suddenly she's naked, and the dad is getting pictures because her belly's pushing the face, and literally like a Family Guy type joke. And it's all this talks about being the malt shop, being the center of the community, and all of that. And Brenda's funeral is at the malt shop. Okay, it's at the malt shop. Kid you not, they're playing a song, and the song's lyrics are, "If you're horny, let's do it. Ride it, my pony." Quote, Brenda's favorite song. You know, I'm like, I don't, why just go full rated R? Just put the mature warning on it. Say, this is what we did. It's like this crazy spin on it, and this is what we're doing, right? Just let them do it. You just, it's, the jokes are insanely bad efforts at jokes, right? It's just bad. Like nothing is interesting or funny, in my opinion. There's just spontaneous nudity, jokes, gags. It's supposed to be this crime that she's solving. It makes no sense. All you do is just keep moving around, and Velma's not at all. By the way, there's a scene where Fred is attacking her, saying, "I'm going to give you what I try to do, Brenda," because there's a story about a photograph. Well, the photograph is because he hasn't reached puberty yet, so he's small, and that was why he didn't want the camera, the photos to get out. But he literally has got a checkbook in his hand. He's going to bribe her, but because the police come in, it becomes this murder case. When the checkbook fell on the floor, so when she was asked to help prove Fred's innocence, it wasn't about the checkbook that fell on the floor. No, it was about humiliating Fred because he's such a pampered, rich child that he can't cut his own food. He cannot cut his own food. He calls Cuddies, Mommy, Cuddies. Fred goes Cuddies. Mm-hmm. The strategy, so Velma's dad takes the case as a lawyer for money and then puts him like a child's outfit. And then the rain comes down and washes the makeup and pushes the thing down. So it makes him look like he has, that German guy's mustache. Like literally Fred. This is why Fred is white. He's the white guy. For this, Black Shags has a crush on Velma, and there's just jokes where she's, trying to get him to help, and he's always trying to be like this nerd guy. And she says comments like, "Get off my jock," and I'm like, what? Yeah. And he's like, "I like you," and he, well, you're like a brother. It's like, well, that's right, because he's trying to say jokes and weird cringy things that gets her to stop having her hallucination. That's what that was. Yeah, I remember that now. So let's see, I'm gonna go to notes now. Oh, there's another dead girl. She's just this ugly, awful person. There's this really cringy ascot thing because the dads are they're wealthy. Black Shags makes a bunch of 420 jokes that don't really go anywhere. Okay. So then episode 2 is all about this drug dealing Daphne. She thinks she's and Velma needs $500 to get this file from Daphne about her mom. Daphne actually is dealing drugs, And this is some of the jokes that are going around right now is because she has names for the drugs, which are the names from the original show, Jinkies, Mystery Machine, things like that. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we're going for here. So it's one of those things where you feel like, is the pitch, why can't she be Indian? And why can't Shaggy be black? Or why can't Velma be queer or bi or whatever she's supposed to be? And I want to ask you, like, why does she need to be any of those things? What are you doing, Mindy Kaling? Like, I don't understand the creative team of like why all of this matters. And then why do you want to watch a child's cartoon full of sexual innuendos, you know, PG-13 nudity, side boobs, cussing? I don't understand. Like, why? What kind of weird freaks are you people that's what you want to do? Is my question. I know it's not for me. I love Scooby-Doo, and I knew this wasn't going to be Scooby-Doo. I misunderstood there were two Scooby-Doo projects, and I didn't understand why the one was a brown person. Like, why? What is happening? Now I realize what's happened. I watched the 2 episodes, and I thought to myself, but what mental disorder do you have to have? It's not about the race swapping. Forget that. I don't care. But why do you want to take a child's show and make it about sex in the bathroom, nudity in showers, dudes not reached puberty yet, 420 jokes, rude to parents? Like, what is your motivation? Like, what are you wanting to accomplish or say? Or do you just want to? I think Mindy Kaling just wants to cosplay as Velma to be the new cringe queen. That's it. She just wants everybody to talk about her the way She-Hulk got talked about, in my opinion. That's what it is. It's all about fighting to be the top wine mom. That's my thing. It's a bunch of angry, sad New York, California, lefty entertainers who think they're funnier than they are. They or someone they know, like the writer and co-creator, or whatever he is, come from Comedy Central stock, or they come from backgrounds where they get a couple of credentials, so therefore they can get this crap made. That's my theory. It's literally like that kind of garbage. So I don't know what to say. So I'm just going to tell you how I feel. I feel like John Lovitz in this scene, and that's how I'm going to go out with. Thanks for watching, folks. Tell me what you guys think. Maybe I watched this so you didn't have to. You're welcome.
He's losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.